This is the power given to all sentient beings. It is the power given to humans. So now do you understand? My desire is not that humanity be fully awakened. My desire is that you always be empowered to have and to create, to express and to experience whatever you wish. If that means being awakened, wonderful. If that means not awakening, fine. I have no preference in the matter, except that your preference be fulfilled.
Oh yeah? Then why is the third invitation extended by you? This is not us coming to you. This feels like you coming to us.
But you are coming to me. You've asked me. You've all asked me for help. Everything that you think and say and pray for tells me that you want your life to change, and that you want life on earth to be different. Do you imagine that I don't hear this? What is clear is that the only way your own life and the life of your species is going to change for the better is by awakening. And so, awakening becomes the agenda. Yet this is your agenda, your prayer. This is what you choose. My role is simply to empower you to create what you wish. That is why I've extended to you the third invitation.
Sorry, but it still feels as if an invitation is you reaching out to us.
I'm going to answer that. But first, answer this for me. Because others following this conversation may be wondering, why is all of this so important to you? Why are you spending so much time on who asked who?
Because if all of this is you coming to us, it could feel very much like a command, not an opportunity, like an order, not an invitation. Now, I know that you don't issue orders or give us commandments, but this invitation of yours could seem to some of us like one of those mobster movies where Don Corleone says, "I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse." Look, I'm not comparing you to a mobster, but I mean, who says no to God?
Plenty of people, actually.
Okay, I shouldn't have asked. But the real question is this an order from God? Are we being commanded here?
No. As you've pointed out, I do not command anything or anyone. I have no need to. Think of it this way. If a friend or loved one knocks on your front door, have you gone to them or have they come to you?
Well, they've come to me, of course.
And if you open the door and invite them in, is your invitation a command or a loving response to their having knocked on your door?
Nice analogy. So you're saying we've knocked on your door?
My dear, you're practically breaking it down. You and half the human race. Can you not hear the loudest call of your species? Help us. Somebody, please help us change.
Yes, I can hear that. Arising from within my own heart, I hear it.
And so I have extended the third invitation.
Yes, but there are still those who will say, "You're the God here, not us. Instead of inviting humans to awaken their species, why don't you just do it?"
Then repeat to them over and over again. God's function is to empower you to make happen what you wish to make happen, not to make it happen for you. My role is to give you the freedom and the means to create your own reality, produce your own future, generate your own outcome. The point is to keep you in the role of creator. I never intended for humans to be simply assembly line workers, putting together what I have designed. My intention from the beginning was to put you at the drafting board, coming up with your own design.
Oh, then you are the assembly line, putting together what we have designed.
My turn to say, nice analogy.
Thank you.
The assembly line provides the means by which the designer's ideas are turned into reality. There are some constraints, however, in this case. I will not assemble the parts to blow up the whole factory. We're speaking metaphorically here, of course.
Of course. So we can end our way of life on Earth.
If that's what you choose.
But we can't disassemble the assembly line. We can affect our own local reality, but we can't affect the ultimate reality.
That's correct. You've got it. You understand.
So sticking with your metaphor, you're inviting us not to set fire to our own drafting board.
Exactly. And to notice that right now, some of you, a small percentage of you, but enough of you to be dangerous to yourselves are behaving like children playing with matches.
Uh-oh.
Yes, but that's what makes this the perfect time for advancement.
Because we're starting to feel the heat?
Nice metaphor. So, to stick with it, yes, you're feeling the heat, and you can still take those matches out of their hands.
Chapter 4.
I know it may not seem like it from our actions, but humans actually really do want to survive. That's why we're crying for help. Most humans say that survival is the basic instinct.
Actually, survival is not your basic instinct. If you all followed your basic instinct, the survival of your species would not be in question. It would be guaranteed.
I know.
The basic instinct of humanity is the expression of every human's true identity, which is divinity. In human terms, this translates to pure love, love that knows no condition and expresses itself at any cost. That is the fundamental impulse, which is why humans run into a burning building rather than away from it if they hear a baby crying. At the highest level, at the instant when the most urgent decision must be made, most people don't stand there weighing the odds of their survival while the baby is crying. They do what is in their true nature to do. In moments such as this, you understand that there is no way you can cease to exist. The spirit of you, the essence of who you are, will live forever and ever. And at the deepest place within, you are clear about this. Survival, therefore, ceases to be the issue. It is not a question of whether you will live, but how you will live, whether it's for another 20 years or another 20 minutes. Now, it's true that you may have a strong desire to continue living in your present physical form for more than 20 more minutes, but your basic instinct to express divinity by becoming the personification of unconditional love outweighs and overrides this desire. Sadly, not every member of your species experiences this level of clarity during life's ordinary moments. The number who do, in fact, is very low. It is easy to get lost in the labyrinth of life. It's only at the most critical times when the chips are down that most humans act as if they are out of their mind. Because they are, quite literally. They are following, instead, the impulse of their soul.
And if humans followed the impulse of their soul in every moment, they would create heaven on earth overnight. They could do this by simply seeing every minute of every day as a burning building moment. A moment when we do, in fact, easily and instantly access the better angels of our nature.
This is what all those who have self-identified as choosing to assist in the awakening of your species are going to be doing. They will be following the impulse of their soul in every moment, and they will be encouraging others to do so, even as they seek to model how it is done. But remember that yours is a very young species, and so not many of you understand why you are on Earth, nor embrace the implications of your everlasting life with God. If humans imagine there to be any kind of everlasting life at all, most believe it to be some form of eternal reward or punishment, viewing the kingdom of God as a meritocracy. Thus they have created a reward or punishment world, reflecting in physical reality an utterly inaccurate understanding of ultimate reality.
Yes, I know. We've talked about these false notions before in previous exchanges.
Now let's get back to the point made earlier, which is that most of you would like your species to continue to exist in its present physical form. You want your children and your children's children to have the same opportunity you have had. The opportunity to experience this wonderful physical planet,
this special and beautiful environment, and this particular expression of life. Yet here's the irony. Even as you tell yourself that you want your species to continue and to improve its way of life, many of you do things that are making it very difficult.
Not on purpose, though, not on purpose.
No, not on purpose. But that's the point. Your species is not on purpose in the matter of how you are living your collective lives. Many of you say one thing and do another. And this is the most important matter facing the human race if you truly want to take advantage of this being the perfect time for advancement within your species, allowing it to continue to exist in a wonderful and pleasant version of physicality.
And we're asking for a little help here right now because our version of physicality is not so wonderful, not so pleasant for too many members of our species. I mean, most of the systems we put into place to create a better life for all of us on this planet have not produced those results. Our political systems, for instance, have produced nothing but continual disagreement and disarray. Our economic systems have produced increasing poverty and massive economic inequality. Our healthcare systems are not doing nearly enough to eliminate inequality of access to modern medicines and healthcare services. Our social systems more and more generate discordance and disparity, to say nothing of frequent injustice. And saddest of all, our spiritual systems have in too many ways and too many places produced bitter righteousness, shocking intolerance, widespread anger, deep-seated hatred, and self-justified violence.
Do you see what I mean when I say that you're already awake? You're observing things clearly here. There are exceptions, of course, but the accuracy of your overall assessment is everywhere in evidence.